another audio video on our channel. So guys, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Was Like Genos. So I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. Gonna be what if Naruto had Madara and Hashirama cells in him. So it's gonna be much an overpowered what if. So I might make that one a movie, since I don't want to waste your guys' time. So please like and subscribe to our channel. Help us reach 2K by the end of the year. I know you guys can do it. So this part is gonna be like 20 likes as well as 3 comments. So yeah, let's get into this video. So we left up on this video when Naruto was supposed to head to the 3-year timing trip, which Naruto before he heads there, he tells Hinata that he's gonna head over to this training trip, which Hinata is like as hesitant at first. She says that she wants to come at Naruto Bakun, but Naruto tells Hinata that she has to get stronger. Sasuke as well as getting stronger. So Naruto already told Hinata about the plan that you also have to go and rescue Sasuke. So Hinata then nods, as he then says he promises Naruto that she's gonna be super strong. So Naruto then heads out, as well as taking some of all of his clan scrolls, as well as some money, so he can keep himself going, so he can buy some new stuff. So how do I put this training trip? So the first year of Naruto's training trip is gonna be mastering how to equip with his toad summons, as well as seals. So Naruto's continued on his passion for seals, as he will hopefully one day create a seal which would be able to like restore him back, restore like his arms and everything, so that he doesn't want to become a machine forever, but he's gonna need the seal's help to regenerate. But so far all of his attempts are failing, since he cannot find like the right thing to do. But he still continues on his sealing. He also manages to master the Flying Raijin to an extent which Mother Minato could not achieve. Naruto is now able to teleport without throwing a kunai, but he still disappears in a yellow flash. Yeah, that's like the second year. As well as he has also mastered his elemental manipulation, he has also surprisingly mastered Sage Mode. In this turn, also forced Jiraiya to master Sage Mode fully, since Jiraiya never really had the time to master Sage Mode, but because of his student getting better at him, and Jiraiya didn't want to be left out behind. Naruto also had won some crazy adventures, as he also headed to like Snow Country, where he did that mission with Jiraiya, as they served like the Snow Daimyo Kyoki, as she also eventually became the Daimyo with the defeat of her uncle Doto, which Naruto and Kyoki became close, as they eventually like almost fell in love, since Naruto stayed there for 6 months, as him and Kyoki enjoying each other's presence, so they fell in love. So Naruto and Kyoki do all the scenes in the Icha Icha Paradise movie, which she didn't want to do them with anyone else other than Naruto, so Naruto eventually agreed, so they fell in love. Naruto then told Kyoki about Hinata, which Kyoki still agreed to this and said it's okay as long as she's with Naruto, and if he loves them equally. Naruto also sent a letter to Hinata telling her about Kyoki, which Hinata then says it's okay Naruto, but I'm still the alpha wife. So Naruto then agrees to this. So Naruto and Kyoki get married in Snow, as everything pretty much goes good. Naruto then with the help of some of the what do you call them, the the scientists in Snow, develops some of his defensive and offensive capabilities, increasing his power. So in turn Naruto also gives them some technology to help them out, which this technology has also been sent to the Leaf Village. So the Leaf Village now has some trains in their time, which Tsunade is pretty much happy about. So Naruto is extremely rich because of the much like powerful trains he developed. So the training time comes to an end. So we're gonna start this off with Sasuke, as he's in Orochimaru's lab. Right now Sasuke has been training himself to the bone to get stronger. He has also further developed his Sharingan to mastery extent. He's almost mastered it. He has mastered how to cast the Genjutsus, the Tsukuyomi. Yeah, he has mastered the Tsukuyomi, which he can control time. 1 second, 1 minute outside, is like a few hours in there. So it's very powerful. He has also mastered his Susanoo in secret. That's the training he's been doing in secret. Orochimaru doesn't know about Sasuke's Susanoo, which Sasuke surprisingly has the blade, which is able to steal people. So yeah, that's a L. That's a W for Sasuke. He's also mastered the Susanoo to a high extent. He's able, to use, like the semi-perfect Susanoo. The perfect Susanoo is not yet ready for that, since the strain on his eyes will become too much. He needs the eternal Mangekyo, so he's gonna have to swap eyes with Itachi. Sasuke and Karin have gotten pretty much close to the point, where they are pretty much in love. So, Karin is pretty happy that Sasuke likes her back, so, she started helping out, Sasuke. So, she also implanted, some stuff into Sasuke to make him stronger. Hinata has been working herself to the bone. As you know, right now she's pretty much a Jonin. To an extent, yeah, she's pretty much a Jonin. Naito also participating in the exams. He's also a Jonin. Sasuke did the same thing. He's a Jonin as well. So the three of them, have pretty much grown over this time. Hinata has also unlocked the Twin Lion Fists. As she's almost near activating her Tensei gun, which she can feel that she does some more training, she'll eventually arrive there. So Naruto and Jiraiya return from their training trip after saying goodbye to Kyoki. As they then arrive at the Leaf Village. When Naruto is greeted by his friends and everyone, the rookie 11, since no, the rookie 10. Since I pretty much say Sasuke, I'm gonna say that Sakura didn't amount to anything. She failed and she eventually gave up, since she was not on a team with her beloved Sasuke-kun. So yeah, she failed the exams and she just became a regular civilian. So Naruto meets up with the rookies and sees that everyone has grown. As Naruto, is then taken to Tsunadi's office with Jiraiya as well. When they arrive at Tsunadi's office, Tsunade welcomes Naruto with a warm hug, and Naruto says, "Hello, Bachan, how have you been?" Which they says that he's been fine and everything. So they pretty much chat about everything. Which Naruto reveals to Tsunade that he's married to the Snow Daimyo, which Tsunade is shocked about, but she then agrees. Naruto then tells Tsunade that he wants to restart his clan, the Uzumaki clan, which Tsunade is in surprise and says, "Oh, what?" Naruto says, "Yes, I want to restore the clan, as well as the Namikaze clan as well." So Tsunade then agrees as there is a council meeting which is then called. So the council meeting, happens as um, Naruto imposes himself in the Clan Restoration Act, as he reveals himself as the head of the Uzumaki and Namikaze clans, which the civilian clan then says, we've already chosen some wives for you, but Naruto then rejects them and says, he already have 2 wives in mind, he only needs another 2, so he can complete, the needs of his clan. So Danzo tries to pry on who Naruto's wives are, but Naruto doesn't reveal them and says, it's much better to keep them secret for now until later on. So Danzo pretty much is pissed about, but he just doesn't have anything to do about it. So the Akatsuki still launch an attack on Suna, where they're gonna have to fight it out with Gaara. Which they manage to capture Gaara as the messenger bird is sent to Konoha, which Konoha is notified. So the team is gonna be Naruto, Kakashi, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Choji, and let's say some of the rookie 10 as they head out to go and save Gaara. Ino is the one who heals Kanguro, since she's you know she was trained by Tsunade. Sakura pretty much failed the academy, so yeah. So they save they pretty much save Kankuro, as Kankuro gives Kakashi the cloth. So Naruto analyzes the cloth as he finds out where the Akatsuki is. It takes them a few days to arrive there, but Chikaro is already dead. They break into Akatsuki base as they find Deidara and Sasori. So the fight almost goes the same, but Naruto handles Deidara with the help of Shikamaru and Hinata, as they block off his chakra points, as Sasori was fighting with Ino, Grandma Chio, Choji, some of the rest of them, as they managed to save them. So the Akatsuki manages to capture the 2 tails, the 3 tails, the 4 tails, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails. Yeah, pretty much all those tailed beasts the Akatsuki managed to capture. So Yugito is dead. But damn, Yugito was a character which I liked the most. pretty much. But yeah, it just had to happen. So there is a Kage Summit, which pretty much a Kage Summit is called. No, before Kage Summit, Pain. Yes, Pain still pulls up the Leaf Village and decimates the Leaf Village. Jiraiya does not die. Jiraiya does not die. I repeat, Jiraiya does not die. Why I say Jiraiya does not die, I need him for future events which are gonna steer the way to peace. Jiraiya does not die. So Naruto fights off Pain as in usual, but he doesn't transform into the Nine Tails. He pretty much defeats Pain, with his super speed, seals and everything. He pretty much decimates Pain. So when he arrives to Pain, Konan is there, but Konan, tries to stab Naruto with some of the paper shurikens, but Naruto, just erases them. Not like Beerus type of thing, but with his eraser, his erasing blasts. Pain tries to throw his metal at Naruto. Naruto then catches it and says, gonna make something out of this. So he then grabs the metal and pulls it out of Pain. Pain, yeah, it was pretty much powerless. Nagato is pretty much powerless. So Nagato then begins to explain everything about peace and everything. Which then says, yeah, your way to achieve peace is pretty dumb. It's not gonna help in any way. So Nagato then says, Naruto, I need you to take one of my eyes, keep them safe. Which then says, pretty much why? As he then says, if these eyes get into the wrong hands, it will be catastrophic. So then says pretty much very well. He then also tells Naruto to take care of Konan. And then says, okay. So Naruto takes Konan back to the rain, where they bury Nagato. So each time Nagato has one of his eyes, so Naruto then exchanges eyes with the help of Konan, as he implants one Rinnegan into his eye, as he then gives Nagato his one eye. So as he gives Nagato that eye, it shifts into Rinnegan surprisingly. Vegeta is in shock, but he just says, So Obito still does the thing. He fights with Konan, but when he seemingly kills her and takes the Rinnegan, he then dips from there. As Konan survives, he then notifies Naruto that Madara has taken the Rinnegan, which Naruto is frowns upon. Says that guy is disrespecting the dead. So the Leaf Village gets rebuilt, but with Naruto's help this time, since Naruto plans out since the leaf is pretty much a crater, Naruto plans to make the leaf much more protected and a better place. So he helps in the building of the Leaf Village as the leaf is drastically improved. It pretty much looks like a modern city, pretty much, but there is ninja houses there which are on the inner wall is the Kage office at the center. The second outer circle is where ninjas are. Then the outer circles like civilians with mixes of ninjas and everything. Shops, markets, shopping places. Pretty much the bomb is improved since with also the help of Snow Country, since they're in an alliance. So yeah, everything is pretty much good there. So Naruto gets the warning about Konan as he flashes to Konan and takes away from the rain. He then promises Konan that they're gonna come back and fix up the rain. As they're gonna fix up the rain village to make it a better place. So Konan then says, no Naruto, the rain needs to be destroyed. There's been in too much pain already. So Naruto then plants a bomb in the center of the rain, which then detonates, erasing the rain village from existence. So the pain of the rain village is already ended. So it's now just a big plot of land. So Konan then gets taken to the Leaf Village, where she is treated by Tsunade. As the Kage Summit is then called. So the Kage Summit, pretty much everything goes almost the same. Sasuke Sasuke does not attack there, but he's sent to capture Killer Bee, which he fails. So the Raikage still says that Sasuke must be killed, which Tsunade says no, Sasuke is not gonna be killed, he's still a ninja of a village. As the Raikage says he attacked a village, and Tsunade then says he does not care. And if the Raikage wants to push it to war, so be it. Which the Raikage ends up stepping down. So Madara then comes in and says that talks about the Infinite Tsukiyomi plan, which all the Kages are pretty much against it, so they create the alliance, the Shinobi Alliance. So Naruto and Konan spend time together as they pretty much get close. more than like friends, but they get close into like lovers, which Conan confesses to to tell much she likes Naruto and everything. Then like he's happy about it. Then he gets engaged to Conan. Hinata's already been engaged to Hinata Yuga, so she's now Hinata Uzumaki Namikaze. There's also Kuyoki Uzumaki Namikaze. Now it's now Conan Uzumaki Namikaze. So there's only like one chick left. Which pretty much I think you guys know this who this chick is gonna be. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you. So the events of the fourth grade shinobi war go pretty much the same. With the white Zetsu attacking, Naruto still goes to Johto Island so he can master the rest of the power of the Nine Tails. Naruto goes into his mindscape as he meets himself with Kurama. Jin and Kurama, begin to talk, and Naruto then asks Kurama if he can master the rest of his tails, which Kurama then agrees and tells Naruto yes, he can master the rest of the tails. So Naruto, with the help of Killer Bee, manages to master the tails. Naruto still knows about the war going on. Since Naruto can defend himself, no one is against Naruto leaving. Naruto and Killer Bee leave as they still meet up with Itachi and Nagato, which Naruto quickly erases Nagato, since he's in reanimation, we're not wasting time, he erases Nagato. He also, glances at Itachi as, Itachi, had secretly cast Genjutsu on Naruto that, if like, it's like the Koto Matsukami, it's used with his eye. He had given that, to Naruto a long time ago, but, the Koto Matsukami appears, in Naruto's one eye, as it, bestows on Itachi. So he then forces Itachi, to go and to come back to his right state of mind, as he then goes to find, where Kabuto is. So Kabuto is pretty much a reanimation himself. So Kabuto then reanimates other animations. The process is complicated, so don't expect me to explain that shit to you. So pretty much everything goes the same until the main battle, with which is gonna be Naruto versus Obito, which Obito still has the control of the Jinchurikis, but with the help of Killer Bee, Naruto manages to set them free. As with the Tailed Beast still pump their chakra into Naruto, giving him that chakra. So Obito still manages to do the same stuff he did. He uses the Ghetto statue, seals the Tailed Beast. So when the Naruto is taken out of Naruto goes into cardiac arrest, with Ino, then saving Naruto, keeping him alive. The four Kage is still alive, thanks to Sasuke, with the help of Orochimaru. It's he unsealed Orochimaru, from Uncle's curse mark. So they unseal Orochimaru, which Orochimaru then summons the four Kages. So the fight still goes the same, with Madara pulling up. Madara then revives himself as he then takes the Third Beast from Obito. So the Third Beast fight with Madara, which Madara is happy that he feels the blood pumping. So Madara then drags them into the Ghetto statue. Naruto then gets the Nine Tails from his father, which pretty much when Minato sees Naruto's metal arms and legs, he's pretty much shocked, but he doesn't dwell on that much. He pretty much wants to help his village survive this war. So all those events pretty much go the same. Mighty Guy fights Madara, almost defeating him, but it's not enough. Madara then casts the infinite Tsukuyomi, but he then gets stabbed in the back by Black Zetsu. So the rest of people are trapped in there, except for what's his name, Sasuke and Hinata and Kakashi. So Sasuke now to chat by Vector as Kage Otsutsuki comes. So Naruto and Sasuke get the Seiyu 6 Paths power, with Naruto's one Rinnegan turning into the Rinne Sharingan. Sasuke also gaining the Rinne Sharingan as well, since Sage saw this. Madara still manages to take the Rinnegan from from Obito, as well as the Sharingan he had. So which the Sharingan as it implodes into Madara, it turns into the Rinnegan, since Madara had that much willpower. So yeah, Madara is overpowered, no cap on that. So continuing on with the story, Kage Otsutsuki takes them to the other dimension, where the fight pretty much goes similar, but Naruto manages to use his Rinnegan as he then scans into Kaguya's life and starts to see, he grabs Kaguya's head, surprisingly, as he then scans Kaguya's life, as he sees all the pain and misery she's been going through, that she is currently not in the right state of mind. It's because of the Ten Tails and everything. The Ten Tails is imposing its will on Kaguya, and Kaguya never wanted all this. So Naruto manages to break the shackles of the Ten Tails, as he then rescues Kaguya Otsutsuki. So Kaguya then gets forced out of her shell. If like Kaguya's big body, it turns into a smaller one as tall as Hinata, which Naruto catches her. So the Ten Tails that reforms himself, like a pimped version of Kaguya. Naruto and Sasuke manage to defeat the Ten Tails as they split the Ten Tails back into 9 individuals. Naruto then makes sure that the Geto statue is well protected. As well protected, he seals the Geto statue within himself, pretty much moving his lifespan up. But he doesn't know that yet. So with that service done, the Sage of Six Paths still summons everyone. Naruto and Sasuke have their epic battle, but Sasuke and Naruto lose arms, like same. But since Naruto's arms were metal, they get replaced. Naruto gives Sasuke a metal arm, which Sasuke accepts it, as they get welcomed back into Leaf Village. So Kakashi, Kakashi does not become the 6th Hokage, it's Naruto. Since Naruto had already become Jonin level, so Naruto then promoted Naruto to become Hokage. So when they asked about Kaguya, Naruto then explained everything about Kaguya and how it happened, which everyone cannot blame Kaguya, since it was like the tree influence. So yeah, Kaguya still warns Naruto about the other Otsuzukis and tells them that they have to remain strong and not relax. Which is pretty much what the other Kages train themselves to prepare themselves from the upcoming threats. So Naruto still gets married to Kyoki, Konan, Hinata, as well as Kaguya, surprisingly. With Kyoki, Naruto has 2 children, which he names Keiko and Kaito, which those are both males, since one of them is gonna be the heir. With Konan, Naruto names one of them Nagato and Yaiko. With Hinata, he still names them Boruto and Himawari, and with Kaguya, he surprisingly names them Hagoromo and Hamura. Yeah, that's what he names them. So Naruto is pretty much a very happy family with his family, so everyone is pretty much happy. So will Naruto be able to protect his family from the threats, which are the Otsutsukis, and save the world? See that on the next pods, but this is the final. So if you guys want me to do like an extension into Boruto, please tell me if you want that. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's like been crappy at first, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and sub. I mean it, guys. I need to reach 2K by the end of the year. I made a bet with someone that will reach 2K, so I don't want to fail, because if I don't, I won't be able to post what is for a while. So peace out, you motherfuckers.